Hey y'all, it's Debbie, and today I'm going to show you how to fix a frittata. You can make this for breakfast, you can make this for dinner. Whenever you've got the time, if you make this, I guarantee your family's going to love it. So come along with us as we make this frittata. Good morning. This is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and this morning I'm going to make a frittata. It's Saturday. I'm here by myself for the time being. My nurse will come in later on tonight, and what I'm going to fix is a frittata. I'm got out so much stuff, I don't even know if I can get it all in the pan. I've got a very small onion. I've got a very small orange pepper. I've got a head of broccoli, but I'm only probably going to use about half of this, if that much. I've got a half of a packet of grape tomatoes. I've got 8 eggs. I've got a can of asparagus. I've got some spinach. Let me put my cup over here. I've got milk. I've got sharp cheese. I've got cubed ham. And is there anything else? I think that's it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut up all the vegetables for this and get them ready and get them in the pan before I mix up the eggs and the milk and get them in there. And this doesn't want to come off today. Every time I want to show y'all something and it just never comes out right. I know that I showed y'all the other day in one of my videos how to cut up an onion, and I still see people that think that, alright, I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'm just going to have to take this big piece of onion off because that other just doesn't want to come off. Good gosh. I know y'all probably hear me grunting and groaning in my videos or whatever, but I get so upset because I have lost the feeling. I have that carpal tunnel syndrome, and I have lost the feeling in my first 3 fingers. And it'll never come back. You can't. I've done gone to the doctor about it, and she said that I didn't go in to get them to check out because it never did hurt or whatever. But I had noticed years ago that there was something wrong with my thumb, and my doctor kept saying that it was arthritis or whatever, but it wasn't arthritis, it was carpal tunnel. So all these years I've been thinking that there was arthritis in my thumb and it was carpal tunnel, so now I've lost all feeling in those fingers, and I get so upset and I grunt and I groan. And also too, with this, I've also lost, I don't have any strength in this hand anymore, so it's hard to pick up things, it's hard to hold things. And so if y'all hear me doing that, just look over me. Just think it's an old woman and she's trying the best she can. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this onion in half. And a lot of people take their knives and go across and across. If you go to the back of that back here, and if you do little bitty cuts right through here, your onions are going to come out really small, and you don't have to do that. I get scared when I go back like that. I don't know why, I just do. So I've never done that. I just cut these rows or whatever all the way back, and then I take the onion and I go just like that, and you just make little bitty pieces it thin on your knife, the thinner that you want it, the thinner it's going to be. And you can see there's the little bitty pieces. And they break up. And if they don't, all you got to do is take your knife and cut through there. But if you go down through here like this, see all these lines or whatever, there's lines all in your onion, and that just cuts it up into where those lines are. If you cut your onion right, is going to cut it into little bitty pieces. And then when like I showed y'all before, then when it gets down here, well, when it gets down here, I take the knife and I go down through this way on here, and then when you stand it back up, you've got that piece, and so I just cut it all the way down. And there's what I have left, that little bitty piece, which I could have cut it even further down, because there's the end of it right there. And as you can see, these are all cut up into little pieces. If there is bigger pieces, like I said, all you got to do with your knife is go across like this and get that, cut it into smaller pieces if you want to. And I'll show you again on this. See, my knife has a very sharp end on it, so I can go all the way back to that end of the onion. And I'm very careful. I'm not fast with this at all, but I mean, I do try. But I'm not a chef, that's one thing for sure. I'm just a good old southern cook here. All right, now there's that one small onion cut up. All right, so now I'm going to cut up the pepper. I'm going to cut up all my other vegetables or whatever, the broccoli, the tomatoes, the pepper, the spinach, and then I'll bring you back when I get ready to put everything together. On the broccoli, you just take your knife, and I usually go down through right there, and that gets your pieces. And then if, when you get around to this, you can cut it up more. But that's about how much I'm going to use in this frittata. And then my bell pepper, I'll use that. So I'll bring you back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. All right, so here's my bowl. I've got the onions, the tomatoes, the peppers, the broccoli, the spinach, the asparagus, anything else. I use canned asparagus, and I drain it real good. All right, now I've got this pack of Kroger cubed ham. I'm going to put all of this in here because I've got to get it used. All right, and I've buttered sprayed my pan. All right, and let's mix this all up, mix this ham all in here. And my spinach or whatever, I don't know if you can see, but I cut the stems, the big, real long stems. I just don't like it in frittatas. I don't like those stems. They don't bother me any other time, but in frittatas they do. All right, so I'm going to pour all this in here and hope it'll all fit. Okay. All right. Well, that's all in here. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so good, y'all. Oh my gosh. All right, so I've got Great Value finely shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to put that, a couple handfuls on here. And let me tell you what I did with my oven. I had I preheated it to 400. And then, because these vegetables are raw, I didn't cook any of them. I cut it down to 350. And I'm just gonna let this cook really slow to try to get the vegetables and all cooked some. I don't want the vegetables all the way raw. I mean, I do want them cooked some. All right, so let me get this all in here. All right, and I'm going to crack 8 eggs. I probably could use more, but I guess 8 will do it. So I'm gonna crack 8 eggs and put those in here. And I'm not putting anything in here as far as spices go or whatever, just salt and pepper and butter. I've got a half a stick of butter that I'm gonna spread all over this one when I get it all in here.
I saw you from across the room when I read.
Let me get my fork now. Oh, I gotta put some milk in here. See, this is what gets me. This milk is really, it's a gallon of milk, and it's really hard for me to, let me turn y'all around some. It's really hard for me to lift it up. All right, I'd say about 3/4 of a cup of milk in here. And this I'm gonna put my salt and pepper in here, which will go down all over the vegetables too. I'm gonna put probably at least 1.5 teaspoons of salt in here. And I'm gonna probably put about the same amount of pepper. I really like pepper. And this is coarse ground black pepper.
Saw you from across the room when our eyes met. I never knew.
They should be all mixed up now, really good. And let me put my bowl back over here so y'all can see. And I'm going to pour these eggs and hope that they're enough.
Saw you from across the room.
Guess it'll be enough. Like I said, I'm going to cook it on 350 for probably at least an hour. All right. Now, I'm going to put this in the, I've got to put butter on it, my butter. I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm not going to put any more cheese on it till it's done, and then when it's done, I'll put some more cheese on it, put it back in there for a few minutes. All right, so I'm just putting pats of butter on here. It's about a half a stick of butter. All right, so there it is. It's gonna go in the oven on 350 for about an hour. If it takes less than that, I'll let you know. All right, I'll bring you back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. All right, here's the pan of the frittata. And here's some frittata on my plate. I've got the frittata, I've got applesauce, and I've got butter toast on here. This cooked for 1 hour on the 350, and then I took it out and I put a little bit more cheese on it. I guess you can see better on this. Put a little bit more cheese on the top, and I kept it in there for 10 more minutes. So it took 1 hour and 10 minutes for it to cook. I want to taste this for y'all. I can smell it. It is going to be amazing. There's got the ham and some of the asparagus and a tomato on it. Oh my gosh. And I wish my kids were here. They absolutely love frittatas, but they're not. It is perfectly done. I probably could have gone with 10 eggs, but the 8 worked out just fine. Like I said, there's my frittata, my butter toast, and my applesauce. I was going to cut some strawberries up with it, but I didn't do it. I'm going to save the strawberries for the kids when they get here Monday. So I'll probably cut them up and put them in the bowl with some sugar or whatever on them, so they'll be nice and juicy for them when they get here. But anyway, I hope you like this video. It really is delicious. It really is. And it just would not be the same without asparagus in it. The asparagus is what makes this frittata so good. And I just used canned asparagus, but I drained it. And Journey, Kayla's youngest, loves asparagus. So she will eat asparagus all the time. It's a lot in it, but it's really good. But I hope you like this. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Look below for links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and also Instagram. And also there is a lot of things that I use in my kitchen that you can purchase at Amazon, and I have all the links below. They cost no more than if you went to Amazon and found them or whatever. It's the same price. It's just that it does help my channel with a few cents here and there or whatever for buying the food that I have to buy to make the meals and stuff like that. So I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.